All right. I think we should start on time. Um, if you just arrived, make sure that you take some time to look for some of the props. And since this is last class of 2021, of course, we're going to go for full house for the props, but it'll be okay if you couldn't find any of those. So make sure you have a blanket as usual and 2 blocks or something similar. And we'll use this strap briefly today. If you do not have a strap at home, you can always just find a dirty t-shirt or something, an old t-shirt. They'll just serve as fine. And I'll also cue the alternative posture without a strap as well. So once you gather those things and come lie down onto the bag, bring the feet as wide as a mat and knock the knees together. Let the right hand rest on top of the belly, and left hand gently resting over the heart. And adjust your back so it feels comfortable but also supported by the ground. Just invite your breath to slow down, especially if you just come from a busy place. Each inhale, feel the back of you getting closer to the earth, even though there might not be too much space to expand. Each exhale, let everything out. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. Trust that you are on the ground, so you do not need to do some of the intense work that you're trying to do. You're having all the support that you need from the ground. And so loosen up the jaw, loosen up the face. Look for the part in your body that's still holding any tension. And see if you can deliver a big exhale to that spot to help it to relax, to let it go. Just let this quiet moment be a space for you to reflect your practice through the year. And use what you learned to, I wouldn't say resolution or goals, as one of my past class mentioned. It's more about the process, it's more about the purpose of your practice. See if you can bring some of those into today's practice. When you're ready, start slowly blink open eyes. And grab the strap if you have one nearby you. Place it by the side. Interlace your hand with the left pinky outside and pull the left knee close to the chest. Feel the squeeze in your left front hip. And extend your right leg out, press the right hamstrings into the ground. Roll around the ankle. Wake up some body part that might have fallen asleep through the day. You can also just sort of circle around the left knee. Once you're ready, extend the left leg up toward the sky. So if you have a strap, you can wrap the strap around the ball of the left foot and step the left heel up. If it's too intense on the back of the left leg, you can bend your right leg in. If you do not have a strap, you can keep the claps of the hand, the left pinky outside, and bring it behind the left thigh. It does the same amount of stretch to the back of the left leg. And make sure this transition happens smoothly, slowly for you, instead of jump into the hyperlock of your left knee. And let your left heel guide you to get the left leg straight. And even if you can get into straight, see if you can keep a little bit micro bend in the left leg so you can protect your joint. If you have a strap in your left hand, pull the left shoulder into the ground. Long inhale, kick the left leg high. Then exhale, start slowly release the left leg to the left side. It may or may not touch the ground. If it's not touching the ground, and you notice your right hip is being lifted away from the ground, you can slide a block underneath the left leg to give it a little bit of support. We'll be here for one more cycle of long breath. Then exhale, start slowly bring it back to center. And release the strap if you have it. And start slowly lower the straight left leg toward the ground. Press the left heel into the ground, pull the left toes towards you, and bend your right leg in. Inhale, extend both arms over the head. And exhale, slowly lower up, press into the left leg. And open the chest to the left side, open the arms to the opposite side. Inhale, both arms forward. Exhale, tuck your chin toward the chest and start slowly. Keep your left leg on the ground. Release your chest, release your back onto the ground. Inhale, extend arms over the head. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, open the chest to the left side. Inhale, both arms forward. Exhale, start slowly. Lower down onto your back. We'll do it twice more. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, open the arms. Keep pressing the left leg into the ground. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, start slowly lower to the ground. Last time, inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, reach the fingertips toward the sky. Keep pulling the left toes towards you. Exhale, open the arms to the side. Inhale, reach the hands forward. Exhale, start slowly. Lower down to the ground. Hands can be overhead, hands can be by the side. Keep the left leg straight, extend it out, and hug the right knee into the chest. We'll do the other side. If it's too much on the left leg, keeping it straight, you can pull the left leg in, bend the left leg, step the left foot onto the mat. The same as the other side, you're welcome to roll around the ankle. You're welcome to do some circles around the left or right knee to make some space in the right hip socket. Squeeze firmly onto that right front hip. And keep left leg straight if they extend it. And if you have a strap, we can wrap the strap around the ball of the right foot. If you do not have a strap, you can interlace the hands with the right pinky outside. Then extend the right leg up toward the sky. Extend the left arm out for you to stabilize your foundation. Instead of focusing on the back of the right leg, focusing on press the right heel upward. And let it slowly lead you into the opening of the back of the right leg. If you have a strap, see if you can pull the right shoulder toward the ground, which will bring the right leg a little bit closer to you. Long inhale, kick the right foot up. Long exhale, slowly release the right foot to the right side. Hope I'm not kicking the Christmas tree too hard. Your right leg might reach the ground, might be afloat. And you can always slide a block underneath the right leg for support. We'll stay here one cycle of long breath. Kick the right foot far away to the right side. Long inhale. And exhale, start slowly. Reach the right leg back to center. Release the strap, you have it. And start lower it down all the way to the ground, meet with the left. And bend your left leg in, step left foot down. Inhale, reach the arms over the head. Exhale, roll up. We've been here before on the other side. Inhale, arms over the head. And exhale, open the arms to the front and the back. Inhale, reach the right hand forward. And exhale, start slowly lower down to the ground. Inhale, arms over the head. And exhale, roll up. Keep hugging both thigh bones into each other. And exhale, open arms. Inhale, both arms forward. And exhale, lower down. We'll do it twice more. Since we've been through this flow before, use this as an opportunity to reflect on what you have done so far on the other side and what you can bring into this side. Next time when you're on the ground, hug the knees into the chest. Roll around the circles. And use whatever way can be rocked back and forth, mirror to the side. We'll all meet in table pose. Make sure your hands right underneath your shoulders, your knees right underneath your hip joints. Inhale, towards the chest forward, lift your tailbone up. Exhale, push into the palms, round your upper back. Imagine it's like a parachute opening. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, round your upper back. Option to flip the hands, point the fingertips toward the knees. You can also point to the side. Just listen to the body. Depends on your profession, your body is calling for different kind of stretch at this moment. And find yourself back to neutral. Tuck your toes. And roll your hip up into the sky, into our first downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Press into the palms. Rotate your bicep toward the front. You can keep some bend in your legs for now. Reach your heels up, down into the ground while reach the tailbone up toward the sky. If this doesn't not work for you, you can come down into table. You can also press your hips into the heels for child pose. Depends on the sensitivity of your wrist. And bring the left leg up. Exhale, bring the left knee to the chest. Inhale, kick the left leg up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. To the right elbow. To the left elbow. Last time, bring the left knee into the chest and step the left foot between the hands. Lower your right knee down. Good time to spread a blanket underneath the right knee, especially if you have your sensitive right knee. If you don't have a blanket nearby, you can fold your mat slightly in so you can add the cushion. And climb yourself up into a classic low lunge. Hands on top of the left thigh. You can also reach the arms up by the ears. And Anjaneyasana. We made some mobility in our hip sockets, but do try to hug the thigh bones toward the midline here to ensure a stable foundation. Inhale, reach both fingertips up toward the sky. Next, left hand grab the right wrist and side bend to the left side, which will challenge your foundation. Inhale, reach the fingertips to the left side. Exhale, come up, and hands onto the ground. You can bring the blocks and bring the hands on the blocks. We'll move to each posture slowly first, and we'll make it into a flow. And pin your left hip back. You can walk the block too. In this half split, fold your chest towards the left leg. Press into the left heel. And just as what we did on our back, pull the left toes towards us. We're working on the back, the hamstrings, the three big muscles behind the left leg. And to work different corners of those three big muscles, you can turn your left foot slightly in and out. Rotating through the femur bone. You can find a sticky point that you'd like to stay there for sensation, but sensation is not always the best beacon light for your practice. And inhale, bend into your left leg again. As I promise, we'll flow this slowly for the first round. Press your both hands down into the ground and lift your back knee up. And squeeze your left knee into the chest and extend your left foot back into a high plank. You can keep the left foot float. You can also release it down. If it's too much, you can also release both knees down. Then squeeze your left knee into chest again. Step the left foot in between the hands. Release your right knee down, both up into a low lunge. And hands down. Tuck your right toes. Squeeze the left knee into the chest and step the left foot back into a high plank with your left foot float. Inhale, squeeze the left knee into the chest and step the left foot in between the hands. Release your right knee down. Both arms up. And hands down. Lift your right knee. Squeeze your left knee into the chest. Step the left foot back into a high plank. Last time like that. Bring the left foot back to the front. And when you extend your left foot back, this time bring the left foot, the left big toe, the second toe across the right heel. You can stay here. Option 2, release your right hand, come down to your right elbow, left elbow into a forearm plank. It depends on your body structure. To some people, this is easier than a high plank. To some people, this is harder. We'll be here for one cycle of long breath. And as usual, you can always release your knees down for support. And as to how we come in, we press into our right hand first, the left hand into a high plank. Then roll your hips up into downward facing dog, but with your left foot still on top of the right heel. And use the left toes to push your right heel toward the ground, which will intensify the stretch of the back of the right leg. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Next, so release your left foot down into traditional downward facing dog. And we do the other side. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Next, so draw the right knee into the chest. Inhale, kick the right leg up. Next, so tap the right elbow with the right knee and tap it the left elbow. Back to the right elbow. Squeeze back into the center. Step the right foot in between the hands. Release your left knee down and let your last side to be a guide and to be a source of reflection for you to do on this side. You can come into traditional Anjaneyasana. You can also rest the hands onto the right thigh bone. I know there might be a lot of flexibility in your hip sockets right now. But do try to squeeze the thigh bones toward the midline to stabilize your foundation. You can find some mini back bend in your low lunge. Inhale, reach both fingertips up. And exhale, right hand grab the left wrist and side bend to the right side. Change your stability. Inhale, reach forward to the right side. Next, so come back to center. Both hands down. Hands on the ground or hands on the block. Pin your right hip back. Straighten the right leg. Pull the right toes towards you. Ardha Hanumanasana, half it. You can stay here. You can also swing the right foot, sway the right foot side to side. Just experiment with the 3 big muscles behind the right leg. use this time to just enjoy the difference onto the different side. You might feel different level of sensation compared to the left side. Inhale, bend into the right leg again. Bring your hands by the side of right foot. Tuck your left toes. Lift your left knee up. Squeeze the right knee into the chest and extend the right foot back, high plank. Option to release the knees down. Bring the right knee back to the chest. Step it between the hands and lower your left knee down. Raise up the arms. Inhale, both hands down. Squeeze your right knee into the chest. Extend the right leg out. Squeeze the right knee in. Step the right foot in between the hands. Release the left knee down. Both arms up. And flow through the next 2 rounds with your own pace. Notice any rush come into your practice. And where's that rush coming from? And are you going to bring that rush into your new practice in the next year? And next time, when your right leg back, bring the right foot, right toes across the left heel. Option to stay here, option to lower down to left elbow and the right elbow. 1 second of long breath here. Pull your left heel away from you using the right toes. And come up onto your left hand, the right hand. Then roll your tailbones up. Use the right toes to push your left heel towards the ground. It may or may not touch. That's why we're using the word of towards, not to. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Next, so release the right foot down. Catch your breath. The next exhale, step by step, a half forward. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. Rise all the way up. And hand to heart center. Close your eyes or focus on steady point for a moment. And shift the weight around the corner of the feet. Just let the flow run through the whole body. Instead of searching for a certain goal. When you're ready, slowly blink open the eyes. Inhale, raise the arms up. Option to come up onto the balls of the feet. And exhale, slowly bend through the knees. Bring the knees to the front. You can also bring the hands to the front to help you to balance out. So you're on a squat on the balls of the feet. And tap your knees down, lean your body toward the back. Lift your knees back up and start slowly sit onto your bum. Keep your right knee open, bent. Grab the left foot with your hands. You can also use a strap here if you like to. And kick the left leg straight toward the front. At the opening of the left leg, bring the shoulder blades away from each other. Make sure you lower your shoulders away from the ears and start slowly bend your left leg in. We'll do the other side. Kick the right leg straight toward the front. And start slowly lower your right foot down. And support yourself to come into a squat and rise all the way up into a Tadasana. We'll flow through some moon salute again this week. If you like to stick to sun salute in your own practice, please go for it. Otherwise, we'll flow through one round on each side together before I send you for free flow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs, step the left foot back, release the left knee down, raise up the arms, find some mini back bend. Exhale, hands down, step the right foot back into a high plank. Because I'm straighted, the traditional vinyasa, so in today's practice here, so we're gonna take this one slow. Here you can keep your knees up or you can keep your knees down onto the ground. Inhale, reach your crown of the head toward the front. And exhale, bend through the elbows. Slowly with the pace of your exhalation. You can lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, lift the chest up into Bhujangasana. Exhale, release it down and push into downward facing dog. Step the left foot to the left hand. Release your right knee down. Arms up. And bring the hands down. Step the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold over. Rise up. We'll do this the other side together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Step the right foot back. Release the right knee down. Both arms up. Hands down. Step the left foot back. Keep your knees up or down. Bend to the elbows. You can lower all the way down to your belly for Bhujangasana. You can also halfway. Inhale. Push the chest forward. Straighten the arms into upward facing dog. And exhale. Push the tailbones up. We all meet in downward facing dog. So in your free flow, you can go either Bhujangasana, upward facing dog. If neither of that works for you, you can come into a table and do a current cat. And step the right foot to the right hand. Release the left knee down. Both arms up. And hands down. Step the left foot, move with the right. Fold over the legs. This is fine. Exhale, fold over the legs and rise all the way up. And hand to hand, heart center. Float 2 more rounds on each side on your own. So you can cultivate ownership of your practice, and I'll try to be quiet to give you that space. So you know that it's not something went wrong with the audio or something. And we'll all meet at the front of the mat. use this chance to connect with your past flows, especially free flows. See if you can bring any reflection into your today's practice. If you're flowing, take your time, knowing there's no rush at all. And if you arrived onto the front of the mat, you can come back into the intentional Tadasana again. Use that intentional Tadasana as a vessel to connect you with what you have practiced so far with what is coming soon. And if you arrived in front of the mat, we'll start flow again with a little bit of fun, with no purpose, with no goal, no resolution, just having fun and let the purpose of our practice to emerge itself. And now raise arms up, you can come up onto the balls of the feet and start slowly lower down and tap the knees to the front and laying your chest back. And come up onto the balls of feet again and lower your bum down. We've been here. You can keep your right leg straight and extend your left leg up. Option 2, kick the right leg straight as well and keep it slightly off from the ground. Option 2, grab the left big toe with the right hand and extend your left arm toward the back. So you're doing a lot, and the only contact point between you and the ground is your bum. So it's perfectly fine if you rock out of the posture and come back to center. I'm going to do the other side. Extend the right leg up. Option 2, kick the left leg straight. You can stay here. And also grab the right big toe with the left fingers and start slowly extend your right arm toward the back and twisting to the right side. Press the right heel toward the front so you create that opposite energy through the right hand and the right foot, so you're stable on that one single contact point. And come back to center. And bend both knees in. You can stay here. And since you're already here, if crow pose is in your practice, you can also come in the crow pose. So you can stay in the squat, you can stay on your bum, and also come in the crow pose. And because this is not where we are going tonight, so I'm not gonna cue you through crow pose. You choose whichever that suits you the best at the moment. Whatever you chose at the end, bring your feet to the back, and we'll all meet in downward facing dog at Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale. And exhale, step the foot in between hands, come into run. Right hand, left side. Inhale, press into the right hand, but release the right shoulder away from the right ear. And exhale, push into the right hand and use it to support yourself. Come all the way up into a standing twist. Inhale, reach through both fingertips towards opposite directions. And exhale, rest your left hand onto the back of the right thigh. Right arm by the right ear. Reverse. Inhale, reach through the right fingertips toward the back. And exhale, carve your both hands down. You can release your right knee down. Come into a half split. You can also find the blocks. Step your right foot slightly in. Straighten both legs into pyramid pose. Make sure you have blocks underneath the hands if you're going for pyramid pose, so you're not putting all the weight onto the left foot. We're trying to get both hamstrings getting overstretched, but without taxing too much of the left foot, because we have more postures coming up that requires us standing on the left foot. So it's more of a break of the left foot at this point. So if it's too much weight onto your left foot in the pyramid pose, come down into a half split instead. And bend into the left knee. Bring the blocks to the front and tap your right knee behind your left calf into Shiva squat. The hands can be on the blocks. You can also bring the hands to the heart. And release both hands down onto the ground, onto the block. Extend the right leg up into standing split. Standing strong on the left leg. Still working on the hamstrings of the left leg. And step your right foot down. And follow the legs. Rise all the way up. And hand through heart center. Bring your right knee up. Interlace your fingertips underneath your left hand, left leg, left knee. And kick the left leg straight. And bend your left knee in. Grab the left knee with the right hand. Extend the left hand to the back. Standing strong on the right leg this time. And start bending through the right leg. And all the way down into a squat. You can walk yourself into a downward facing dog. I'm gonna do the other side. Lift up your right leg. Step your right foot in between the hands. Left hand onto the ground. Right hand up. Press into left the palm and use the right hand to lift your chest open. Deep inhale. Next up, press into the left hand and support yourself, come all the way up into a standing twist. Inhale, fingertips going for opposite direction. Exhale, right hand on the back of left thigh. And left hand going toward the back, left arm by the left ear. Next up, cartwheel both hands down onto the ground. And come into a half split. You can also come into a pyramid pose. If you come into a pyramid pose, make sure your hands are onto blocks that's high enough that most of the weight are actually pushing into the left foot. The right leg straight, but not taking most of the weight. So we can give it a break. Bend into the right leg again. Bring the blocks to the front. Tap your left knee to behind the right calf. Shiva squat. Option to stay here, option to bring the hands together. And hands down. Extend your left leg up into a standing split. Standing strong through the right leg. And bring your chest toward the right thigh bone. Then step the left foot down. And rise all the way up. And head to heart center. By the side, Tadasana. Standing strong on the left foot, draw the right knee into the chest and release the fingertips, and kick the right leg straight. Bend back in, hold the right knee with the left hand, and exhale, open your right arm to the back, twisting to the right side. Inhale, reach into the right fingertips. Next, I'll bring the right hand back to center and start slowly lower down onto your bum. And we'll switch your legs to the back and come into a downward facing dog for one more round on each side before we wind down, slow down a little bit. Inhale, step the left foot up. Next, just step it in between the hands. Come into runner's lunge. Press the back of the right knee up toward the sky first to straighten it as much as you can. Your hands can be on the ground, can be on the blocks, and also raise it by the ears into a power lunge. Deep inhale, press the right heel into the ground and left heel, both fingertips toward the front. And exhale, open the chest to the left side. Inhale, reaching through the fingertips. Exhale, reverse. Cover both hands down. Step the right foot, tap the right knee into the left calf. Option to bring both hands into the heart, Shiva squat. Then standing strong and straight to the left leg, right leg up. Standing split, melt your chest toward the left thigh bone. Option 2, bring both hands to the left ankle. And step the right foot down, right all the way up. Standing strong onto the right foot, draw the left knee into the chest. Grab the left big toe with the right peace fingers, kick it forward. Extend the left arm toward the back. Inhale, reaching through the left fingertips. And exhale, bring it to the front. You can rest your left hand on your body. You can also rest onto the ground or onto a block. Bend into the right leg. Keep the left leg kicking straight forward into pistol pose. Option to come down to your bum. We've been here before. And release your left foot down. And we'll do the other side. And now kick the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Come into runner's lunge first. Reach the arms by the ears. Power lunge. Press your left heel toward the back, fingertips toward the front. And exhale, open the chest to the side. Reverse. And cartwheel both hands down onto the ground. Tap your left knee into the right calf. Option to bring the hands into the chest. Shiva squat. One long inhale. And exhale, hands down onto the ground and reach the left leg up into a standing split. Melt your chest toward the right thigh bone. Option 2, grab the right ankle with one or both hands. And release the left foot down. Right all the way up. And hand through heart center. Standing strong onto the left leg. Draw the right knee into the chest. Grab the right big toe with the left peace fingers and kick that right leg forward. Option 2, open your right arm toward the back. Inhale, reaching through the right fingertips. Exhale, bring the right hand forward. Then start slowly bend through the left leg. Keep the right leg straight forward into pistol pose. And sit onto your bum. And release the right leg down. Come into a child pose, downward facing dog. You can also do one more round of crow pose. And once you're ready to come out of your current posture, and of course you're welcome to stay where you are if you're ready to rest. We'll have one more posture to try on each side. To set it up, I like to fold my mat all the way to the back. So I have a lot of cushioning in the knee, in my back knee. Keep your right knee onto the mat for now. Bring the blanket to the front. Bend into your left leg. So you can stay here, hands onto the blocks. Then come into half split and follow the left leg. Continue stretching the left hamstrings. You can also step your left foot onto the blanket. Then slide the blanket away from you. Slowly into Hanumanasana, monkey pose, also called full split. If you have a block, you can slide a block underneath the left thigh. You can even put a block underneath the top of the right thigh. Option 2, extend the arms by the ears. Okay, pull the left toes towards you. We're gonna be here about 3 to 5 rounds of breath to get to the point that is changing but also sustainable. And start slowly, bend your left knee in. Move to some half split, some low lunge first to ease it out from that big stretch. I'm going to switch side. Left knee onto the mat. Right foot step forward. Come into low lunge first. Next, exhale, pin your right hip back. You can stay in this half split. You can also step the right foot onto the blanket. Then slide the blanket forward into Hanumanasana, full split. As I was mentioning before, different size is really different, especially when it comes to a deep stretch like this. So you can slide a block underneath the right knee, right thigh bone. An option to raise up the arms by the ears. Three to 5 rounds of breath here. Slowly bend your right leg in. Move in between low lunge and half split. Once you had enough fun, I hope you had fun with split. We'll come down onto our back. First of all, get the props by the side of you so you don't have to come up for Shavasana again. Come lie down on the back. And lower down onto the back. You can stay here. You can lift your tailbones up. Bring a block and use the sacrum for supported bridge pose. You can also stack 2 blocks together, especially if you feel like you've been compressing the front hip space. You like to reopen it with some stretch, back bend stretch. To let things come slow down again. There may or may not be some purpose emerged through your fun exploration. Just knowing that it's perfectly okay. When you try to come up with a purpose and it become a goal. If you're on the blocks, lift your tailbones up and slide the block away and carefully roll your tailbones back down to the ground. Move your hips slightly to the right, bring your knees together, lower your knees to the left side, open your right arm to the right side, supine twist. Bring your right shoulder close to the ground. If that means you have to lift up your knees, you can slide a block underneath the knee for some support. And let the right side body get long. Bring your knees back to the center. Move your hips slightly to the left side. Bring the knees to the right side. Extend the left arm out. Right hand on top of the left knee. And slowly come back to center. When you're ready, sprawl out your limbs. And bring a blanket over the pelvis to make it more grounding. You can also bring another pillow or blanket underneath your head. And slowly close your eyes if you haven't done so. Shavasana. As usual, if you do not have anywhere to rush to after practice, please stay where you are if you like to. If you're ready to come out, wiggle your toes, your fingertips. Roll yourself home to one side. And instead of rushing yourself into seat, use the transition. As an opportunity to take some reflection from your practice through 2021. And perhaps walk off the mat into 2022 with that reflection. Thoughtfully navigate yourself in the comfortable seat. And get the hands in front of the heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me through the year. And I wish you a happy new year. Whenever you're ready, slowly blink open the eyes.